Niti Aayog member of change, what would be one tax law, if you could change, what would that be?
People say टैक्स का पैसा देता कहाँ जाता है, क्यों देंगे? That's all bullshit. आज हम रास्ते पे चलते हैं, डिफेंस है, सब कुछ is only from the
Taxes.
You can blame government for the things, there are loopholes that can be done, but there should be no changes in tax laws.
What do you think would be the state of India if, say, at least 100 crore अगर pay कर रहे होते तो where would we have been?
हम लोग यूएस से भी आगे होते. Only 2% are paying और उसमें हम लोग 6th largest economy है. अगर सब पे करें तो government would have a lot of room to spend back into public infrastructure.
Do you think, with the advent of AI currently, do you think something is going to change in the future for your business, your industry? How, what impact can AI put in your business particularly? Have you ever thought about it?
Yes, with advent of AI, the clerical works are getting now minimalized.
Okay.
With advent of AI, now even the clients, if we tell something, ना they cross check through AI and tell us, नहीं सर आपने तो गलत बोल दिए, या हार्दिक भाई आप इसको देखिए, ये ऐसा नहीं है. Then we have to understand that no, whatever AI is giving, it is just giving through what is getting on the net and doing its R&D, but judgment prevails over AI.
Absolutely.
So in that case, we may explain them that what we are saying is the best way out for you. But in the coming years, what I am seeing is that either you have to be a hardcore pro in your field, because only the expertise and exposure will prevail, and the clerical works will be entirely taken up by the AI. Will be able to file the income tax returns, will be able to file the other tax returns, and in that the clerical works will be totally eaten up. So either there will be pro level professionals, or either there will be no professionals.
Okay.
But the basic level criteria will be taken up by the AI. Because the client will be able to do themselves also, and even the government is trying their best to bring up the entire information related to a taxpayer on the portal, so it becomes very transparent. The government is doing a fantabulous job in this. Is linking the different types of the income sources, is linking the PAN, Aadhaar, and everything. So when you just log in into your tax portal, it shows at what expenses you have made.
Right.
So you cannot escape tax. So more it's transparent, so more it's headache free.
Right. What situation has there ever been a situation where you have had to pull your hands out of a startup? For example, you've seen कि यार okay, this is not going to work, and you have had to tell an uncomfortable truth to them कि यार भाई हम नहीं कर सकते.
That has been there. And that only comes when the founder does not understand financial discipline, is stubborn in the ways that actually don't match the laws and the way of working, standard working, I would say.
Okay.
So over there, what we do is that are seeing that it has a potential, but if they don't work in the proper way, ultimately they will land in mess and non-compliances. So over there we guide them, but if they don't understand, there have been one or two startups we left them.
Okay.
Because see, you have to be very transparent and you have to be very much financially disciplined to take startup to another level, to scale them up.
Okay. And what would have been in that process? What would have been the biggest operational challenges that TaxDisha has been facing currently?
The TaxDisha at this moment, I said as this transition phase from 2 to 3.
Yeah.
So over here, what problem we are facing is that the manpower has to be continuously pressurized to get updated with the changing tax laws.
Right.
With the changing ecosystem of the startup. See, each startup we bring on, each startup has a different work cycle, product cycle, and different requirements. So we have to adjust according to them and give them a roadmap according to them and work according to them.
Right.
And we have to handle accordingly. We have to gain expertise and knowledge from the financial expert in their field, and then we have to guide them.
Right.
So that is something, or the operational problem that we are facing, is that to getting up to the date according to the founder in their field and helping them out. That we are trying to solve through the advent of AI, because AI can help a lot of this in planning and structuring.
Right. So, as a Niti Aayog member of change, what would be one tax law, if you could change, what would that be and why?
See, being also chartered accountant by profession, I won't say I would be changing any tax laws. Because if you don't pay taxes, then the government won't work, the country won't work.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
people say tax का पैसा देता कहाँ जाता है, क्यों देंगे? That's all bullshit. आज हम रास्ते पे चलते हैं, डिफेंस है, सब कुछ इज ओनली फ्रॉम द टैक्स मनी.
Taxes.
Okay.
Correct.
You can blame government for the things, there are loopholes that can be done, but there should be no changes in tax laws. There should be made more user friendly, there should be made more transparent,
Absolutely.
and there should be made also such seamless that अगर आप रिटर्न भर रहे हो तो आपके पास डेटा ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाए, right? But no changes or the country won't work. We are 145 crore approximately. Out of that, how many taxpayers are there?
Correct.
एंड इफ दैट ऑल्सो भी बंद कर देंगे, टैक्स लॉ चेंज करेंगे, तो देश कैसे चलेगा? इनफैक्ट यू शुड से मोर टैक्स लॉस क्या आने चाहिए जिससे पीपल आर नॉट इन द टैक्स ग्रिप शुड कम टू द टैक्स ग्रिप. सो आई सपोर्ट द गवर्नमेंट फुल्ली दैट. सम ऑफ माय क्लाइंट्स आल्सो टेल मी आपके गवर्नमेंट के एजेंट है. मैं कहनी हम एजेंट नहीं है. आई एम टेलिंग द फैक्ट. आज जो चेंजेस आ रहा है दैट विल हेल्प इन फ्यूचर.
बट बहुत ऐसे लोग हैं, मतलब इफ यू नो तो अराउंड ऑफ कोर्स यू वुड नो 1% 2% पीपल ओनली पे टैक्सेस इन इंडिया. मेजॉरिटी 140 करोड़ लोगों के इसमें पॉपुलेशन में ओनली हार्डली 2-3 करोड़ पीपल विल पे टैक्सेस. व्हाट डू यू थिंक वुड बी द स्टेट ऑफ इंडिया इफ टोटल 140 में से एटलीस्ट 100 करोड़ अगर पे कर रहे होते, तो वेयर वुड वी हैव बीन करेंटली?
सब लोग यूएस से भी आगे होते.
ओके,
राइट. सो ओनली 2% आर पेइंग, और उसमें हम लोग 6th लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी है एज पर द रिसेंट डेटा. तो अगर सब पे करें तो गवर्नमेंट वुड हैव अ lot of room to spend back into public infrastructure. Okay. See, there may be complaints from everyone, but you have to see what best can be done from that.
Correct.
So, in respect of pointing out to any government, the more room you give to the government, more it comes back in the form of public infrastructure.
Correct.
So, definitely the tax net will increase from 1-2% you're talking today. When we sit down a decade after this, if you call me again,
Absolutely.
then you will see the net has increased to 25-30%.
Correct.
Even you can see the how many people are registering their PANs on the income tax website. जैसे पहले ये नहीं था, अब सब कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि now PAN को लोग inactive कर रहे, आधार से लिंक नहीं हुआ तो. So government is getting proactive with the advent of technology.
Right.
Yes. So I won't suggest any changes in laws, but I would suggest more transparency and more ease of working.
Okay.
Because I am a professional, so I will understand what the laws are saying. But for a person who are not into finance domain, for them transparency and ease of working is very important.
Absolutely. Because for me as a person as well, although I do pay my taxes, but ऐसा लगता है ना, the perspective of taxes कि यार बहुत lengthy होगा, time taking होगा, confusing होगा, because finance is not the strongest of a lot of people.
Yes, this is where something government can take more
that
initiatives.
perspective
Yes.
of taxes being very time taking and कौन करेगा and all those kind of things happen. So maybe अगर if I would have had the opportunity, I would have definitely made it a little bit easier for people to जैसे अभी if you see तो startups जो होते हैं या फिर कोई business होता है, उनका website are so responsive, the UI is so beautiful, and then we see governments जिनके websites are not that beautiful but they focus more on the functionality. They'll have a lot of features. So I think aesthetics पे थोड़ा ध्यान देने से maybe the perspective might change. I'm not sure, but yeah, that is something I would have.
All that shines is not gold. That doesn't shine is not gold also. That's also true. So
Right.
the functionality should be well, and also it should be more educative.
Correct.
Because people from finance, as I said, they should be more educated how well it works. There are thousands of schemes that governments are working on, but that does not reach to the public due to lack of reachability and educating the public.
Correct.
The startups. So हम लोग अगर जो इस पे अगर जो फोकस करे, गवर्नमेंट इस पे फोकस करे कि ना वी हैव टू रीच आउट टू द मोर पीपल, एंड दैट शुड हैव नॉट ओनली टू डू एडवर्टाइजमेंट, इट्स थ्रू आल्सो थ्रू इंटरमीडिएट लाइक सीएस,
Correct.
working for like CS. So these are the people actually who deal with the clients. So if they are educated and they are pushed by the government कि आप अपने clients को इसके लिए enroll कराइए with certain incentive or certain what to say a prestigious matter होता है ना, मतलब to acknowledge them or reward them or appreciate them. So what will happen is that more people will start getting educated, because एक CA अगर जो 500 client देख रहा है तो 500 client को ही बोलेगा. So this is also type of a passive advertisement. So there should be more conferences with the government for the professionals who are actually looking into this. So this can help out to reach the actual public and benefit the actual public.
Correct. A couple of last questions I would like to ask is that, see, you have survived so many issues in your life, right? You finally decided to start a company of your own, startup. You named it after the most important person in your life. Now these all things are very contrasting, because आपने जो face किया है, a lot of people would have even left before even starting, right? So for you, you're at this position currently. What does success look for you at this point? What does it mean to you at this moment?
So I had heard somewhere that work in silence, let the success speak, and let your words echo in the room long after you have left.
Wow.
So this is something I believe in, leaving a legacy,
Making a change.
making a change, eh, bringing smiles to people's face, and also bringing a change that वो लोग remember करे कि नहीं ये कोई था जो कोई change लेके आया. We can make life of other people better. The IQ is the only part that makes us apart,
Right.
right? From the animals and the humans, and IQ is the
Absolutely.
only part. So for me, success is like building a legacy. That हाँ लोग याद है कि वो बंदा कोई था, right? And the challenges you see, there are two perspectives of perspectives. Sorry, there are two perspectives looking at the challenges. One is either you deal with them and you succumb, or either you deal with them and you rise. So I
Right.
think the rising is the only way out.
Okay.
एंड यू कैन देखिए हम लोग सोचते हैं ना, मतलब आप भी सौरभ अपने लाइफ में सोचते हैं कि आज इतना इशू हुआ, आज के दिन में हासिल हुआ, चलो कल इससे बेटर होगा. हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि चलो कल ऑप्टिमिस्टिक होता है, कल जाके पता साला और कुछ आ गया.
Right.
तो ये दो तो था ही और एक तीसरा आ गया. सो
Yeah.
दिस लाइफ इज लाइक दैट. सडन प्रॉब्लम्स कीप ऑन एडिंग, बट वी इंक्रीज आवर रेजिलियंस. सो हम लोग उसको मैनेज करें तो बोला चलो हो गया, लेकिन हम लोग जो फेस करके आया ना वो भी कम नहीं था.
Absolutely.
ठीक है. सो इज लाइक दैट योर पर्सपेक्टिव व्हाट यू लुक एट. इफ यू सी वी फाइंड गॉड इन, वैसे पत्थर में ही भगवान मिल जाते हैं.
Everywhere. Yes.
हम लोग जाते हैं मंदिर में तो पत्थर ही होते हैं, उसमें हम लोग भगवान देखते हैं. सो दैट इज आवर फेथ. सो वी शुड आल्सो हैव फेथ ऑन आवरसेल्व्स
Correct.
that is possible.
Absolutely. Last question, but I would love to end this on a little bit, introspective tone. So, your mother didn't get to see TaxDisha, scale up, I believe. So, had she been here today, had she seen you at this moment, what would she have said to you?
Beta, I'm proud of you. That she would say for sure, because she told me, or she was to teach me that कि ये जरूरी नहीं है कि एवरीवन रीचेस टू द टॉप, लेकिन आंधी में खड़ा रहना भी यही बहुत खूब है. So irrespective of what problems you face in your life, you bow down, again you rise. This rising again and again is something, if you develop, then you will be able to leave a legacy behind, able to enjoy your life, look forward, be optimistic. So my mother would have been there, she would have only be proud of me, because this is my resilience. That is actually her sanskar that came up.
Right.
She is actually, her sanskar is being expressed through my journey of resilience, that I would say. So she had been very happy, and I am very much satisfied that I have been able to do something that I dreamt of, and I am today wherever I am there today is due to her love and her guidance.
That was a really inspiring podcast, Hardik, and thank you so much for being a part of it.
Thank you, Saurav.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this. This was 0.5 Show. I'm the founder and host, Saurabh Chaudhary. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.